easiest to maintain. I'm sure there's some loop or something we could do to actually make this a lot faster. But this is what I do for now, because it's what worked. Okay, now this was the part that gets a little weird. So, cool thing is when we go back to designer, or no, it won't work there. I believe it shows up on begin play. Is that when I? Oh no, I haven't even created it yet. Okay. So we're gonna do like this. I guess that doesn't really help, because we're also going to need to create widget. Race and class. Or I guess I should promote to variable, which is what I wanted. Hey TK421. This will probably change, to be honest, because what we're going to want is for us to load into a menu option for us to choose, and then that will determine our racing class at the beginning of the play. Okay. So after we set it, which we really don't need a variable for it, I'm going to use it anyways. Add to viewport. So now it should, once we come in, wait twice. Oh, I know why it's doing that. So one of the things you gotta be careful with these is making sure that it actually converts it to a string properly. You need, see, this one converts a byte value to a string. This one converts an enumerator to a string. So gonna have to go through and replace all of these, which sucks. But it will give us our race and class options. Why are Control C, Control V not working? What the hell? Here we go. Get all these annoying ass bits out of the way so we can move on to the fun stuff. What fun stuff? I'm sure there is some. I love tedium. It's a lot of fun, you know. It's one of the many things that I like about design. Once you figure out how to do something, usually it's just a matter of implementing it in the right way, which usually just means replicating it in some way, shape, or form. A million times. And it always looks overwhelming, and then you're like, oh, it's just like 3 things that you have to do, and then it works. Yeah. Almost done, guys. I think there's like four more, 2 more, 2 more. Okay, hopefully if I did that right. There we go. Halfling Cleric. Sounds about right. Okay. Oops. There we go. So now comes the fun part. Getting this to actually directly affect the other thing. Well, actually, first I'm going to create one more button. And this button is going to be a very simple button. There. Finalize. Once we run the finalize script, it should remove this from the parent. For some reason, show cursor is not showing up. Let's see. Ah, that's why. Suppose I should actually add that here. Get controller. Alright, so what I'm going to do there is I'm going to set the show mouse cursor to true. And then before removing from parent, I am going to set it to false. So now when we start, we have our cursor here. We select this stuff, finalize, and now we won't be able to change that anymore. And there is a reason for it. Okay. So let's move this over. Finish. Alright. Who's ready for more tedium? Branch. Let's see, this is 1028, which I believe is race. Awesome. So while we used the Enum to set the values for the widget, we haven't actually done anything to set the official value of the Enum in the player controller, or in the player character. So what we're doing now is pretty much going to be similar to the reverse of this. We're actually going to be basically taking this and going, okay, are you equal to let's say this. So are you equal to human? Or, well, yeah. No, I don't like that. I'll just type in human. If yes, we're going to set the race to human. If no, then we're going to move on to the next one. Oops. C. Oops. Control. Oh, I did get it. Okay, cool. Player controller. If you are then we're going to set it to half work. And you can kind of see where this is going to go. I'll set the rest of this up in a minute after we actually show it off and show that it is working. Because I know that's the most important thing, is that it actually works. So now, is this equal to Bard? If so, then it is going to be set to Bard. And if not, we're going to check and see if it is Barbarian. Oops.